Hi, I'm Nancy Waldeck. I'm here today to show you a recipe using Springer Mountain Farms chicken, and it is a recipe from my new cookbook, Taste and Savor Life. It's chicken mole, and you may have had it in a restaurant before, but I'm going to show you how to make it at home. So easy, you can even make it on a weeknight. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is brown our beautiful Springer Mountain Farms chicken. I've got my cast iron skillet here on about medium high, and I'm going to season my chicken first. So here goes a little bit of sea salt and some freshly ground black pepper. You know, if you've got black pepper in a tin box in your cabinet, that's not black pepper, people. That's dust. This is beautiful, freshly ground black pepper, and it smells so good. My cast iron skillet is hot. I'm going to put a little bit of canola oil in here. I have about 8 chicken thighs. And so if you don't have quite as big a skillet as I do, you may need to do this in 2 batches. But we're going to brown it off first so we get that beautiful crust on our chicken. And we should hear that sound when your chicken goes in your skillet. I love cooking with cast iron. This is my mama's skillet, and I even have my grandmother's at home. Now, the reason we're cooking at medium high is because we want our oil to get up to warm enough to get that beautiful caramelization going. So you'll know the chicken is ready to turn over when it releases from the pan. That's called the Maillard reaction, and that's when it gets brown and golden. And we're going to use this pan to make the mole because we'll have all those crispy brown bits in the bottom, which is going to make that mole sauce taste great. So I'm going to take my chicken out and put it on a plate and turn down my heat because I'm getting ready to actually make my mole sauce now. Okay, let's get started on our mole. This mole is super easy. You can make it on a weeknight. All you have to do is some chopping, and it's got ingredients you can find in any grocery store. I'm going to start off by putting about 2 cups of prepared salsa into my blender. Next up, I'm going to put in some chicken broth, a couple of roasted red peppers that I've already chopped up, peanut butter, and this is natural peanut butter. 2 ingredients, peanuts and salt. Golden raisins. Golden raisins are going to add a beautiful natural sweetness to our mole. Sun-dried tomatoes. Now I do want to show you, when you buy a sun-dried tomato, what you want to buy is one that's really soft. I've got about 8 tomato halves in here, and I just chopped them coarsely from my blender. Next up, I have a corn tortilla. Corn tortilla in the mole? Yes, that's going to add some thickness and that beautiful corny flavor. A little ground cloves, a little bit of cumin, and just a little bit of cinnamon. Those are going to be the flavors that are really going to bring the sauce alive. Okay, now we're going to put the top on and just turn on our blender, and in just a moment, we've gotten a beautiful chunky sauce. So we're going to take it off and we're going to put it right back into our pan. So just pour it right back in, and you can see this pan is still really hot. I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit on our sauce. Then I'm going to put in a little salt and pepper. And then the next thing I'm going to do is put in my chocolate. You know, mole is known because it's made with chocolate, and it's going to add a rich sweetness. Of course, the chocolate we're putting in is at least 70% cocoa solids, so it's going to be a bittersweet chocolate. I'm going to put in about 3 ounces of chocolate and let it melt. Once it all melts, I'm going to plop my chicken right back into that mole, and then I'm going to put it in the oven and let it finish cooking. Okay, it's changed colors, the chocolate has melted, and now I'm going to put my chicken right back in. I'm going to tuck it in there nicely. So now that we've got our chicken in and covered up with the sauce, we're going to put the chicken in the oven in this cast iron skillet at about 375. It'll take somewhere around 30 minutes to get up to 165. So our mole is ready. It's deep and dark. You can really see the chocolate in it, and it smells so good. So we're ready to serve it up. I've got some yellow brown rice here and a few sesame seeds. I'm going to sprinkle the sesame seeds, which, believe it or not, are very traditional in Mexico to finish off a mole. And then I'm going to grab my yellow rice that I made a little bit earlier and then just serve up some of my mole right on the rice. So here you have a chicken mole that you can share with your family and friends, and they're going to love it. You can find this recipe at springermtn.com or check it out in my new cookbook, Taste and Savor Life. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.